Welcome everyone to Are You Hardcore for November 2019, which in this episode is called. Ooh, actually, let me see where we're going. Ah, we are facing away from where the border is going, which is called crossover because apparently there are things that are taken from other worlds, and this border here, for example, is I presume taken from Mage Rage, where there is normally a border, except this month there isn't. So apparently the border in Mage Rage got moved to this challenge. So even a little bit of the crossover affected Mage Rage this month. So I think that was a good nod on what is going on in there. And what Ed has noted is that we have this border here, and unfortunately, that border is rapidly approaching us. I want to see if I could get some wood before the border starts coming and then move, because if the border does arrive and hits me, I get teleported and I also get poisoned. And of course, we don't want to get poisoned, but I do need a little bit of wood. And I was told that we are going to be expecting that if the compass is pointing to the right, then it means that you are heading in the same direction as the thing is going on, the border, and that if it's pointing left, then you are going in the towards the border, towards the direction which it's coming from, which means that you might want to get out of the area pretty quickly. Now, ouch. This is going to be a bit of a problem trying to get up here. And that was the disadvantage of going out to get some wood, is trying to get up here. Alright, there we go. I'm not exactly fond of this terrain, and it's going to make things tough. Now, my object is to find out what's causing this bit of a crossover, this strange stuff that's happening, and at the same time, to see if I could come up with a solution. And the challenge is over when you find this solution. Thus, you are allowed to. Mm, that's something strange. Huh. Columns of water? Alright. If you say so. That's a bit strange. Now the water is. Now the world is moving this way. It apparently is going to be going around in a big circle. So that's something that we're going to need to know. And I don't know why the water is doing this weird stuff, or if this is turning this whole place into a water world of some sort, which is rather strange since we are currently in some badlands here. And yeah, I don't know how we're going to do in this particular challenge. It's like finding out what's going on here. Oh, we are going to have some trees here, and one nice thing I hope I find will be some sheep, because I am allowed to sleep, and I do like to get some proper shut-eye every once in a while. Is that a beacon, or is that another water spill? Let's have a look at that. All right. But getting more wood would be nice, and I am heading off in the proper direction for that. Ooh, and there's also some pigs there. Actually, let me get an axe. Now this is going to make gathering some resources pretty tricky because at some point I'm going to need some iron, and this world seems to be a pretty small one. If you go underground for long periods of time, you're going to run into some nasty items in there. Let's see. Oh, because okay, I have a ton of sticks already. There is absolutely no need to turn these things into sticks. All right, let's get a hatchet out, and I am going to be needing a pickaxe there, and it looks like pork chops is for dinner. All right, now where are we? Just want to make sure that that end of the border is not coming towards me. Now, I'm not going to take that in because I'm not exactly fond of UFOs, so I'll just take one corner of it. And that should make things look a little bit less weird. I do want to make sure at least I have some wood here. So we'll just sort of have 3/4 of a tree there. Now, let's see what this thing is all about here. Now, there are plenty of sheep here.
Welcome to Base Race.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a real tricky thing. All right, I better get to that base and see what's going on in there. Oops. Ah! All right, there you go. And where is that third sheep? Because I need 3 sheep in order to make a bed. And that way, at least I could take care of the night issue. All right, good. I've got 3. I've got 3 of that. Good. That at least makes it so I won't have to worry about nighttime. Good. Now, let's see what we've got here. We've got this. And, oh, let's get this out. You're asking to be pork chops. You know that. But now, we got a base race here. This means then that I'm going to need to collect all of this. Well, because I'm pretty sure this means that I have to collect this stuff. Let's see. We've got a dirt block. Okay, we'll have to come here every once in a while. Gold. I need gold. A couple of buckets. That's unfortunately base race never told you the exact thing that you have in there, so I'll have to guess what times. We need 8 of that. What happens? What I have? If it's dark oak, then I've got my first item. Let's see. 8 into there. Then apparently it's not dark oak then. Oh, I do have it. Okay. So that's the first item that I need in there. Good. All right, that tells me which type is there. We need a couple of mushrooms, redstone. So we do have to get deep. Well, so much for the idea that is birch. And we got birch right over there. So there's no problem in the way of getting birch. Yeah. So let's get some birch wood and carry that with us. A hardcore base race. Wonderful. So therefore, we are getting a base race world here. We're getting a border as if we were in Mage Rage. So we have that little bit there. Now, I don't know if collecting these items is the only thing that we have to worry about, or if there's something else we're going to have to do. Now, I'm going to have to move soon. But let's see if I can. Okay, good. That is 2 items, so that is a piece of birch. That this is facing All right, that's the way in which that's progressing. I better get away from here because I see a border heading towards me and I don't want to be in it when I arrive. But I do have two of my items in there, and I presume that between episodes I am going to have to go and look things. Oh, I don't like to be in a dark oak forest. Oh, it is getting to be nighttime. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it is. Now, fortunately, they didn't say anything about only being able to sleep at the base. In fact, it would not be feasible in this particular challenge. All right, good. I've got only two mushrooms here. All right, well, so much for that. And I did not collect a brown mushroom, even though I was probably in the vicinity of one at some point. Well, I will have to amend that at a later time. This is... No, we want to go this way. All right, right through this deadly forest here. Oh yeah, it is daytime because I did sleep. I just have to remember that I am allowed to sleep here, unlike in Mage Rage. Now, are you hardcore? It all depends on. Okay, here is some. Uh-oh. Well, we'll have to find something to put there. Unfortunately, there isn't much in the way of blocks I can use for stuff. All right, there we go. And I think I do need a dirt block in the end, but I have plenty of places where I can get that. Ah! Let's get this done before. How am I going to collect redstone? Get down deep enough in order to be able to mine for the stuff. If we've got this border that's constantly moving all over the place, that's going to make things a little bit tough there. This is not going to be an easy challenge. And of course, it's all done in hardcore, which means, oh yeah, joy. All right, let's make sure we don't run anything nasty there. I suspect that the first couple episodes are going to be a great deal of trying to get my bearings. And I think one thing I need to do is get some of this. Yeah, get a bit of stone first so I can make some stone tools. Because I'm going to need stone tools if I'm going to get there. Because otherwise it's going to be... Oh, see, there's a brown... There's a huge brown mushroom right there. Been nice if I had noticed that earlier, that's for sure. But I didn't. So it's a bit late for that. And this is... Alright, let's see. Let's get go. Boy, really tight border that we've got here, I think. Alright, let's get this. I don't want to spend too much time with this open because I might miss the movements of the border, and that will not be nice. Good, let's get that out. I do definitely want that. Alright, good. Now, according to Ed, the bed is, I mean, not the bed, the border makes a full circuit of its path every 2 episodes. Every 40 minutes, 2 episodes. Which means I'll be able to be back by episode 3. I should be back to be able to turn in anything that I collected. Now, I don't know if there's anything else that we need to do other than, of course, this base race thing. And let's see. Because there could be more things that I'm going to have to do along the way. No. Let's see. We're getting near that border, so we need to take that into account. I am going to have to take a full account of what I've seen as soon as this episode is over, so that in episode 2, I could know what I need to collect, because obviously anything, see, that is, okay, I am ahead of the game at the moment, I think, which is no problem, though that's, as I said, it's a pretty small world, it looks like. It's a, because I presume that's the center there, because everything's in a sphere. I was always wondering whether the whole thing was literally a circle in the way that the circle extended up with the same dimension all the way up, meaning it was effectively a cylinder, or if the border was a sphere. And I think, assuming he used the same type of formula here that he uses in Mage Rage, it looks like he is using a sphere. At least for this episode, he very definitely is. And if I'm missing anything by going through here too fast, actually, if I'm right here and a little bit ahead, that means I could take a moment and do some cooking. Because that's going to be something very important to do. I just need to keep a watch to make sure that I don't get caught out in there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just have this out so I can just quickly get a move on if I completely miscalculate things. Because there is the border as it's coming in towards me right there. I don't know how far I'm seeing. Now, at the end of last month on Mage Rage, they increased the visibility distance for the border, and perhaps this is the reason he did it. Was because in anticipation of this particular challenge. That's always a possibility. And I'm going to have a slight delay in there, so throw in a couple of sticks just in case, and all should be fine. And I still got a little bit of time left, so that way I at least have some food, and that's what's going to be important here. And I want to make sure I have some cobble at least, because stone may become very important. And I don't remember everything I need to collect, but as I said, I took a screenshot when I was looking at the area, and I'm hoping then that I'm able to identify everything in there. There you go. With that done, let's grab this and be on our way, because it looks like this is the direction where we're moving, and it looks like we're coming into Lava Land. Now, I don't know what other things are in this crossover, because we know we have a base race area. We have a homage to Mage Rage. That seems to be a little bit something out of the Cataclysm world. I'm wondering if they're also having a few things from earlier Mage Rages or some. I mean, are you hardcores or anything like that, which is also another possibility. Uh, I hope that's not going to be the case, because that means we might run to a certain baby that proved to be very, very annoying when I had to deal with it. Alright, so it looks like we've got plenty of time for this, so let me grab some of this. Oh, and that is the end of the episode. We'll return next time for our second episode of Are You Hardcore for November 2019 crossover.